Okay, so I just wanted to take a moment and film a quick video of the Glock Gen 5 G19 that I have, because my friend in Poland said they're not going to get it for at least a year, if ever, and he wanted to see the features and see some of the differences between it and the Gen 4. I don't have a Gen 3, or I would have that out here too. What I have here is a Gen 4 Glock 34 and a Gen 5 Glock 19. As you can see, they've both been cleared. You can also see that there is a slide catch on both sides of the Glock 19. That's one of the primary new features that people notice, and a lot of people say that that and the lack of finger grooves is the only difference between this and the Gen 5. But if you look closely, even from this angle, you can immediately tell that there's a single pin in the trigger instead of two pins like there is in the Gen 4. So, I think that and the finger grooves is the biggest difference. As far as any practical use goes, the real difference is in the trigger. The trigger is nice. It's gritty. It's a Glock trigger, there's no doubt about it. But it doesn't have any really one solid, catching, terrible, awful, crunchy point like a lot of Glocks have had in the past. So, I think it's really good. I like shooting it. I prefer it to my Glock 34 that has an aftermarket connector and has been polished and has had many thousands more rounds shot through it. I just think it's better. You get that? I don't know. It's just better. It doesn't sound like it should be better, but it's better. The next feature that people care about is the flared magwell and the magwell cutout in the front. There's not really a cutout in the Glock 34, but here it's actually quite large, and people say that their pinky gets stuffed into it and that it's uncomfortable. I have not found it uncomfortable at all, especially when you use the new Gen 5 magazines. There's a nice lip on the magazine, and it doesn't bother me. It might bother you, but it doesn't bother me. Of course, it's very easy to get magazines in and out because, first of all, it's a double stack pistol and it's usually not hard with a double stack. And secondly, you got a little more room. Also, though, the way it is flared, I think actually really helps me with my grip. It's more comfortable than the older guns. Now, another feature is the taper on the front of the slide. Glock has done this in some other guns before, but really not that much. But you can see how it doesn't quite line up, if I can get the camera to focus just right, which it doesn't seem to want to do. It doesn't quite line up with the frame. Like, there's a little lip of plastic that sort of pokes out, and I mean, I could knock it off with a Dremel tool in no time flat, but that little piece of plastic causes more people to dislike the Gen 5 than anything else, which I think is ridiculous. Anyway, that's a quick look. There's so many more differences, but those are the ones that matter to me, and I hope you enjoyed it.